Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to episode 188 of Folks Talking Sports. I am KG Chris Gardner of the Houston Roundball Review, and with me right now is my brother Willie Gibson. How are you, sir?
Fantastic, sir. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. Thank you for joining. I'm glad you're able to make it. We'll get the family, the full family together at some point. Kennetra is trying to join, but she's having technical issues. Willie had that last Sunday. It just happens. AD's out of town with his family. AJ's at a TED Talk. So we're doing big things here as part of the family, but going to get into it here on episode 188 of FTS. And Brother Gibson, 2 weeks ago, I think it was 2 weeks ago, you hinted at something. I want you to talk about that first, and then we'll get into the Knicks winning the finals and Brendan Sorsby, blah, 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 blah. But you mentioned to me in our private conversations that about LeBron James returning to the Cavs.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts about that, sir?
Yeah. I've said it. I've been on record several places that I've always believed that he's going to finish his career in Cleveland. So with this being a free agent season for him, I'm not necessarily saying that next year will be the final season, but I believe with him being a free agent, the everything is the lines are drawn and the dots are ready to be connected for him to come back to Cleveland for season 24.
And what are some of those lines and dots that you are connecting, sir?
Just conversations I've had, just just I'll stop there. Just conversations and with Cleveland, just things to the untrained eye that to some would seem as inconsequential. But when he was in town in January, I believe, and the Lakers were in town, um, I can't think of the artist's name, but there's an artist. The song is "This Is Why I'm Hot." It was out in 2007, and he was a halftime guest or a halftime performer.
Okay.
The night the Lakers were in town, who also seems, some would say, is a friend of LeBron James, associate with LeBron James. So why was he there that night and not a week earlier when Giannis and the Bucks were in town? Just things like that. That the Cavs are connected to something. Oh, you're grasping at straws. No, it's chess, not checkers.
Right.
And when those type things begin to happen, along with some other things, it's kind of like, huh, okay, okay. And then when LeBron is very passive aggressive, and when you begin to see things on social media that he posts about the 2006 Cavaliers championship and how great of a team that was, and how it would be great to run it back, and things like that, it's kind of like, huh, okay. So, yeah.
All right. Kennetra is having issues. I'm not sure. She texted me that she can see us, but we can't see her, and her camera and audio is not working.
Wow.
So
Sounds like me last week.
yeah. So I don't know what's going on. We're going to switch. I'm going to keep her where I can see her, and then if she pops up, I'll come back to her. And maybe it's having something to do with what I'm trying on my end, trying to live stream horizontal and vertical at the same time, trying something different. Andy, Yanez, and I are trying something new with our platform here for this coming season with Let's Rage Coug. So we're going to try it right now. We are the first guinea pig, and we're going from there. So good evening to Queen Wanda Polk, as well as Mr. Big Texco, two supporters of the Houston Roundball Review members only section. Justin, how are you as well? So let's get into it. Mr. Gibson, we missed you and we gave our predictions. I think you had a graduation to attend.
Yeah.
Well, all of us said Knicks in 6 before the series. So what did you say then And we talk about the series.
I would have said Knicks in 5. No, 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 no. Um, I thought the way the Knicks were playing at that point, um, that I found it very hard to see anybody beating them 4 times. Um, I think I would probably would. I think I was going Knicks in 6 at that time as well because they would have clinched it in the Garden.
Yeah.
But no way did I imagine the series would go the way it did. That San Antonio had double-digit leads at the end of every first quarter. Had a 29-point lead at halftime of game 4, a 20-point lead with 7.5 minutes to go in game 4 on the road in MSG. Um, After winning game 3 at MSG,
Yeah.
and then only to lose the game. So I mean, kudos to the Knicks. I mean, without question, nothing. I mean, 53 years, and not just the team, not just the organization, but the fan base. I have a friend of mine. Just a quick sidebar. I have a very good friend of mine. Shout out to Tariq Bolden, a great friend of mine from college. Attended the Ohio State University with me.
Hmm.
Native New Yorker, born and bred, born in Brooklyn, raised in Brooklyn. We met at Ohio State. He now lives in Baltimore, Maryland. And I reached out last night because I knew he's, again, native New Yorker, big time Knicks fan. Hey, how you feel? He said, I'm in the city with my family. He left Baltimore, drove to New York to be in the city when the Knicks won the championship. So stuff like that, it's like, how can you not appreciate what this fan base and this organization has been through? And 53 years for them to finally get their third. It's crazy. You hear about the Knicks and you think, and they're a flagship franchise in the NBA, but that's only their third NBA championship
Right.
in their history. So kudos to them. Kudos to Leon Rose, uh, Worldwide West, William Wesley, and that staff, and the players, Mike Brown and his staff, and you know, captain number big body Brunson. I mean,
Yep.
what else can be said?
Kudos to the players and staff. I hate that the owner gets a ring, but that's another issue. I'm happy for the players and the staff and everything, and most of the fans, the fans who have good sense, not the criminals,
Yeah,
the criminal element ruining it for everybody else. I mean, that's just that's not called for. I mean, we got to do better overall
yeah.
as society. That's just ridiculous, man.
Mhm.
You got Spurs fans, let them root for their team. They don't like your team, so what? There's no need for physical altercations. That's just ridiculous.
Agreed. Notice,
But
notice I began with thanking Leon Rose.
yes,
I
oh
was,
yes, brother, I sure did. I
yeah,
caught it. Yeah, um, but I mean, it's just yeah, as you said it. Spurs are led by double digits all 5 first quarters.
yep,
Knicks got it done in the fourth quarter. First game one,
mhm,
Jalen Brunson did not shoot the ball well, but they found a way to win.
mhm,
Heck, the first 2 games, Cat was probably the best Knick player,
yeah,
but the last 3, Cat was, especially the last 2, was pretty much a non-factor.
mhm,
It was OG and Jalen Brunson. And really, game 5, this really hammered it home for me. Sometimes the Knicks had Jalen Brunson, Deuce McBride, and Jose Alvarez on the floor together.
yep,
That's like 5'11", 6 feet.
yep,
But the Spurs have taller wings, taller guards. So, but they failed to capitalize on that. What does that say? Was it coaching? Their lack of experience? Their lack of low post game? What?
yes. um, yeah, I mean, people, it's easy to blame the players, and Wemby's the biggest player, literally the biggest player, so he's going to take the brunt of the criticism. But I think Mitch Johnson, when I was telling people the youth of the Spurs got exposed,
Mhm.
players and coaches alike. Kudos to Mitch Johnson. I mean, we can say that they're ahead of schedule, and they are. They weren't. no one pretty much expected the Spurs to be in the finals this year. Very few, if any. But once you're there, you can no longer say we're not supposed to be here. We're ahead of schedule. We're a year or two ahead of schedule. You're there,
Mm-hmm.
and when you have double-digit leads after every first quarter, that they got exposed. I think the Knicks knew, especially after game one. It's like okay, let them expend all their energy, burn themselves out, and then in the fourth quarter, because they showed the stat last night, their field goal percentage progressively got worse
Yep.
each quarter of the game of each game. So the Knicks just said, okay, we'll just wait. We'll just wait. And fourth quarter, their leadership, their experience took over.
And their leadership, experience, their confidence,
Hmm.
the belief that they are the better team.
Yep.
I think the belief it was just a matter of time. We're going to win this game some way somehow. Combined with y'all are going to lose this game.
Yep.
That plays a part in it as well. And you and me both, we are Eastern Conference fans,
Hmm.
supporters.
Hmm.
So that's another reason why I picked the Knicks to win this series. I'm glad they got it done. I think it's going to be a month-long celebration, at least in New York, for Knicks fans. Enjoy it. It's it's the first time in 53 years I was won. The last time they won in 1973. So kudos. But let's talk. You touched on a little bit. Victor Wembanyama.
Hmm.
He's got a mean streak in him. He's confident. He's cocky. He's very talented. All those things. He got away with some stuff though.
Yep.
And I was waiting for it. If the Spurs won last night, for the fans, the media to say that should have been a flagrant foul on Victor Wembanyama. He should not be playing in Game 6. What do you think? What are your thoughts on that, Brother Will?
Yeah, I've heard that. I mean, game three, when he threw Jalen Brunson and nothing was called, no review.
Yep.
And yeah, I mean, you know what? I like it. I like it. Think about it. This kid came from Paris, France. You know, he was classified as the alien, but most probably viewed him as the typical soft European player.
Mm-hmm.
And he came in and said, no, 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 I'm him. I'm just going to let you know. So a lot of that, I think, i.e., the Nas Reed elbow against Minnesota. I think that was more so him just I need to let them know.
Right.
I'm not to be played with. I'm not to be messed with. I'm not this soft guy that you're portraying me to be. Now I say all that, but then you show me a clip of Alex Caruso at 6'3" guarding him in the OKC series. Then game 4, 6 foot or 5'11", Jose Alvarado is guarding him, and it's like, man, how can I defend that? That shouldn't be. And going back to the youngness and the youthfulness of the coaching staff, he's 7'5". Yes, we know he can shoot threes. He's the biggest player out there. Put him put him in the block. Put him in the paint. Shoot the let
Yeah, I mentioned this, and we're of the same generation. He's got a foot height advantage over those smaller guards.
yes.
Turn with a little jump hook, a little sky hook, or as I said last week's show, the inverted Jack Sigma inside pivot. Just all you gotta do, keep it up high, inside pivot, shoot over him, move on down the floor, and then you could just mock him and say, "Too short,
Yes.
too short."
Yes.
What are they gonna do with that? Not a damn thing. I mean, there's nothing.
Yes.
They're not gonna do anything with that. But he's got to work on that. I think that's part of the international European big men. They prefer the all-around player, which also includes shooting perimeter shots, lack of a low post game. I'm sorry. If I got a mouse in the house, give me the ball on the block. I'm going to
Yes.
work. I'm going to work, and we're going to get buckets. y'all are going to have a choice. Send the double team to me, and I'm going to kick it out to my teammates, or y'all going to watch me get 40 or 50 because y'all can't stop me with this short dude in the post.
Yep. As Shaq so eloquently puts it, barbecue chicken.
Yes. Yes. So we'll see if he changes, if he learns from this. And I think the staff has to as well to a point,
Yep.
but he also has to as well. Let's look within and say, I got to get low post game. I got to do something when everything else is not working for my teammates on the outside. Give me the ball on the block. Skyhook. Who's going to stop that?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Not at 7'5".
Nobody. And that's an easy shot for him. He still has to get stronger in his core. He's still light and thin and, all frail, and all his yoga did not help his balance because he fell a lot, got knocked off balance way too much. So strengthen his core. And then you get the ball in those long fingers. You put the ball in your hand, turn and shoot.
Yep.
Turn and shoot. Don't worry about the pounding. Turn and shoot, and let's go down the floor and say, y'all too short. Y'all can't handle this. Just go down the floor, bucket. But we'll see what they do. We'll see how they learn from it. Dylan Harper, young fella.
Listen, I was going to ask you that. I was waiting. So to that point, you brought it up. What are we doing with De'Aaron Fox?
He got to go.
Thank you.
He got to go. And he's a Houston area product. I'm always proud to tout him as a winner of the Guy V. Lewis Award. But his time with the Spurs needs to be up.
Thank you.
Needs to be up. And the way the problems, issues he had in these finals, I'm not sure what title contending team wants him, but send him to let him go to some bottom feeding team. Let them deal with him and his contract, whatever. Because he's not. Oh, lo and behold, and I guess she can hear us because she made that motion too. Can you?
Hey.
Yeah, there she is. How are you doing, Kennetra Pulliams?
If at first you don't succeed, try a different browser.
Oh, well, there you go. There you go for that. And kudos, Will. I was going to ask you to lower that too, because adding her on there, shrunk up everything just a bit. But joining us is Kennetra Pulliams, a Knicks fan, a Nova Knicks fan. So your thoughts? She got so much winning doing with the Longhorns.
I don't have any
Nova Knicks.
I don't have any Knicks gear, so all I have is my Villanova gear.
That's all right. But your thoughts on Game 5? Your thoughts on the Knicks winning it all? Your thoughts on the Spurs losing it?
I mean, this is a case of where you can't believe the stats. If the Spurs led for 72% of the entire series, but they did not have the ability to finish. They couldn't close. They built double-digit lead first quarter of every game in the series, but they couldn't finish. And I think a lot of that has to do just with the inexperience. I'm not going to say immaturity, the inexperience of being, in that situation before. Whereas the Knicks are, they're battle tested, even though they had swept, the previous two series. They knew how to fit. They know what a closeout game is. And it showed.
And they have one of the ultimate closers,
Captain Clutch.
Jalen Brunson.
Captain Clutch.
He got it done. Didn't matter the height, who's guarding him. Once he found his rhythm and his groove, I was waiting for the Spurs to send double, triple teams at him in the fourth quarters. What he's going to do. You know where the ball's going. I'm going to make Cat beat me.
Yeah.
Somebody else. Yep. Alvarado beat me. I mean, McBride, who cooled off considerably.
And so early, when his scoring efficiency was below average the first two games, he said he wasn't impressed. He said, it's going to come, whatever. And his dad said the thing, he can separate coach from dad. He said the thing is, he's like, as long as Jalen is taking his shots, if he misses his shots, that's fine. When he's missing others' shots, That's different. That's
Right.
problematic. He's like, I'm not concerned when he's missing his shots. And Jalen said halfway through, he's like, I'm almost there. I'm gonna get it. And he did. I mean, what is he? I saw a stat. He has 2 postseasons of scoring at least 500 points. In the history of the Knicks organization, only one other player has scored at least 500 points in the postseason. Jalen's done it twice.
He's that dude. Jalen
He's,
Brunson is
he's
that dude.
he is the king of New York.
He is. That's a hell of
But
a
I,
movie
I mean,
too.
but I also compliment Mike Brown with the way he utilized his entire bench at different games in the postseason, and especially in the finals. Different people stepped up and they embraced their roles and were effective for what the Knicks needed at that moment. Jalen was still able to impact the game even when his shot wasn't falling. Josh Hart, you know, with the huge oops that he got bailed out on thanks to OG in game 4, he was an impact. He was the energizer bunny that they needed with a double-double in game 5. Mikal Bridges comes through with an efficient game because he was getting dogged for what the Knicks gave up to get him from Brooklyn. And then he wasn't scoring early in the playoffs. And then he came through, in this series. So like Alvarado came up when they needed him, when they needed to take some pressure on the ball handling, because Jalen knows that he's going to draw attention. Alvarado come in to complement, Brunson, Landry Shamet hitting timely threes. I mean, it was a team effort. Not knocking the Spurs because they have some tremendous individuals, tremendous talent, but they just don't have that team cohesiveness that is needed yet.
Yeah, teams win championships, not individuals.
Yeah, I mean the fact that what Spurs lost 8 home games all of the regular season and lost 6 in the playoffs.
Yeah. And Justin, with this comment that Dylan Harper wasn't happy with his playing time, oh, he'll get more minutes. De'Aaron Fox, the Spurs see what we saw. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Fox. We'll pay you to sit on the bench, come off the bench. But yes, it's young fella's time.
But
So
I also wonder, like, what role did fatigue play in this?
for who specifically?
The Spurs' inability to close. Because you look at
But they're the younger team.
they're the younger team, but they went to 7 games against Oklahoma City, and they celebrated. Whereas when the Knicks swept, they're like, all right, on to the next one. There's no
Well,
celebrating to do.
yeah, I think it's more of the Spurs celebrating winning the Western Conference Finals like the job was done. I think that's more of it than
I mean,
than
but going to 7. Whereas, Knicks were off 13 days?
Knicks were rested, but they were rusty in the first quarter 5 times, and the Spurs they didn't do the things necessary to close out.
Yeah.
They stopped doing things that worked the first 3 quarters,
But
and
you
they
also
did not have that ultimate ace in the hole of a low post game.
No, absolutely. And as Shaq said, Wemby has to get stronger
Yes.
because he will be unstoppable. But the fact that Wemby said that he was tired. He said that he was fatigued. And if you look at it in the finals, his per game average minutes wise up 10 minutes from the regular season.
That's yeah. I would say it's more so organizationally issue because they capped his minutes at like 36 minutes a night in the regular
Right.
season, and then expected all of a sudden, it's the playoffs, you got to go 44, 45, 46. And it's like that's malpractice on
Yeah.
several fronts.
On a
And
guy who's still developing.
Yes.
Yes. And we have to say this, with his height, with his frame, they were cautious. Some would argue overly cautious with his minutes being capped in the regular season. But they don't want to risk him having his career cut short because of playing too many minutes in the regular season. So it's a fine line. Okay, you can't expect him to play 36 per minute in the regular season, but then want him play 44 in the playoffs.
Right.
That's not going to work. He's not used to it.
Right.
Hell, he spent 82 games playing 36 a game. Now you want him to play 44 with the physicality and the pounding. That's not going to work. So you got to have a happy medium. He's going to have to get stronger, not necessarily heavier. He can get heavier as he gets older, as we all do, but he's got to get stronger. He's got to get stronger and get back to it. Develop just a reliable low post shot. Again, pick one. The sky hook, the jump hook, whatever. Pick a hook shot and just it's all over. What are we going to do? Nothing. Thank you. Okay, so may have another. Okay, I mean, what? Nothing.
Right.
But that's on him. And the Spurs and the staff, y'all know this. Y'all have been with me long enough to know this. I do not want to see my 7'4", 7'5", 7'6" man stand outside of shooting 3-pointers all day long. I don't want to see it. No, and no. See, Anthony asked this question. What do y'all think about this? What's better for the NBA, dynasties or one-off winners? Well, I'll say this. I'm not picking the Knicks to win it next year.
Yeah, no. They're 16 million away from the second apron.
So
with only 9 players under contract next year, they have some work to do.
It's what, 8 in a row, right? 8 different champions right now? 8 straight?
Over the last year.
8 straight.
So it'll be 9 because Knicks. I don't see the Knicks repeating. Ratings-wise, Knicks and Spurs great for the ratings.
I was gonna say I think it depends. Dynasty depending on the market. Oklahoma City Thunder dynasty doesn't move the needle. If you have a Knicks dynasty, Boston, Lakers, Clippers, Chicago, Heat, that more households.
But Golden State is not a big market, but they got a global icon.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. Like I don't, like I said, I think it depends. I don't think a Milwaukee Bucks dynasty has the impact.
Would the Spurs under Wemby, if they became a dynasty, would that help ratings? He's a global icon. People hate him.
Cleveland with the 4 finals in a row. Cleveland.
Right.
So, yeah.
But but they also had a global icon too.
Of course.
So yeah.
Well,
I think that helps as well.
Himself 8 straight. So
yeah. So that helps as well. Having a global icon helps, whatever team it is. All right, people. All right, family. Well, I'm just dying to hear your thoughts on Lubbock, Texas Tech, Brendan Sorsby. Yep. You go first. Whatever, however you want to say, go. You have at it.
I'll be super succinct. He shouldn't be able to play. I mean, he broke the rules. What are we doing? Why? I mean, with all due respect, I wish the young man well. You want to classify it as an illness, an injury, that's fine. But I don't think it's the same as a torn labrum or an ACL tear or a concussion. So I won't go that far. But however, I hope the young man, I hope he continues to gets the help that he needs, that he desires, apparently. However, the rules are the rules. And why now, midstream, are we attempting to change the rules for one person? I don't believe he should be able to play. Period.
Kennetra?
The fact that he bet on his school, while he was enrolled at Indiana, even though he wasn't eligible or he was redshirting at the time. Clear violation. He bet while he was at Cincinnati. He continued to bet on college sports while he's at Texas Tech.
Yes.
I don't care if he hasn't played for Tech yet. There is a habitual pattern of breaking the documented rules. I don't think that, him, okay, like Willie said, I have compassion. If he has an issue, deal with your issue. And for Tech and the lawyers to say causing irreparable damage to his, no, it's not. These are the choices he made, and these are the consequences that come with those choices. No one is stopping him from entering the supplemental draft and going pro, and he can continue to gamble all he wants. So that's not causing damage to his career by
in
not
agreement
allowing him to play one more year in college. That's his choice.
Yeah, I think
Pursue your career. If that's what you worry about, pursue it. Go.
all of this is true. Also, I think the NCAA lawyers fumbled the ball in their case to the judge. Jeffrey Kessler, I don't know what his record is against the NCAA, but it's got to be 80% wins, whatever. I mean, he's just rolling against the NCAA. He must laugh at them when when he sees them in court. But for the judge to say Brendan Sorsby would suffer irreparable damage if he didn't play, what does he think would happen if he plays? If the Tech, and I'm not certain Tech is going to play him at all this year. They're doing all this macho stuff right now. But any game, home and away, he throws an incomplete pass. Just one. Misses a wide open receiver. He's on the take. Brendan, I want my money. I want my money now, Brendan. I know where your mom lives. Hell, look at the Knicks fans. We got some ignorance out here. Brendan, I know who your girlfriend is, Brendan. I want my money. You missed a wide open receiver. I want my money now.
Don't let him throw a game-ending interception.
Come on, a fumble. Something, anything. And that's not going to be irreparable damage to him?
Come on. I'm not wishing harm on him. No. Say he blows out his knee, twists his ankle, separates his shoulder. Is that not irreparable? And he has to miss time?
And what if he tweaks his ankle in the first quarter and someone took the over in his stats? Oh, Brendan.
Yes.
Are you faking an injury now, Brendan? What are you doing? What are you doing now? Come on now.
Follow through, he hits his hand on somebody's helmet. Breaks a finger.
Oh, Brendan, I want my money, Brendan. So,
now speaking of that, how about on the road? Speaking of I want my money, Brendan, the vitriol he's going to experience on the road.
No question.
And Joey McGuire is going to have to answer Brendan Sorsby gambling question every press conference. When's media day? When's media day? Next month?
July 7th and 8th.
3 weeks.
Yes. So I don't know what Tech is doing. And I could say Tech was surprised the judge ruled in their favor, in Brendan's favor. But why do you think they had chosen to die on this hill? This is a lose-lose for them. The teams boycotting them, that doesn't hurt Texas Tech. It's still a win for them. I mean, so what does that do for Tech? Cody Campbell is behaving like his hero. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to say who it is. Behaving like his hero with these threats, legal threats. You're hurting the Big 12. You're hurting Texas Tech. Any future hopes of you wanting to join a the Big Ten or the SEC. Why? Why? No, sir. You know, do you think we're gonna let you after y'all did this to us? No. What are they doing? Why are they doing this? They could just say tomorrow, and they should. For everyone involved, Brendan, first and foremost, it's in his best interest to not play the rest for us this season. We're moving on.
Didn't they suspend him? Now, did I see something where he's already suspended the first 2 games?
First 2.
That's the judge decided that. Yes.
Okay.
And his first game will be against U of H.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
And also,
but the judge did that.
Yes.
Okay.
Because the NCAA reportedly, Jeffrey Kessler and his side tossed out 2 games to begin negotiating. Okay, they didn't want a whole season suspension, so they said let's start low, and go with 2 games, and they expect the NCAA attorneys to, okay, well let's go with 7, and then let's go, well, how about 3? Well, let's settle on 4. The NCAA attorney, he didn't want to do anything. They said, no, we want the whole season. Okay, we're going to stick with 2. So the judge said, okay, well, 2 games it is. That's how they got to 2.
And what if, Cody Campbell got his way and bought out Sam Houston State and ACU in favor of playing Texas?
That would look real bad.
As he proposed.
Yeah. And that's talk too. That's hot air.
Yeah.
Longhorns weren't going to do that. We all knew that. Longhorns were not going to do that. That's to face Texas Tech. Please.
Exactly.
What.
But also on Texas Tech's calendar in late October is a trip to Cincinnati.
Yes. Imagine the irreparable damage that could happen to Mr. Sorsby leading up to that game and in that game.
Yeah.
Come on. What are we doing here?
You just left. You could say that he put Cincinnati in jeopardy by his behavior. Because, I think there's some responsibility there. Were they aware of his gambling? If this continued while he was enrolled there.
Someone was. The gamblers, the gambling entities probably notified someone at Cincinnati. Hey, there's a young man. We are detecting or noticing some strange activity from this kid Sorsby's account or people tied to him. You might want to look into this. Mm-hmm. I'm sure that happened. And the Bearcats, ignored it, looked the other way, closed their eyes to it. I think that's going to come out at some point. The NCAA and their expedited appeal request. We'll see what happens there. And of course, let's do the ultimate hypocrisy. I'm not even talking about Georgia, Nebraska, other schools. Mr. I want to protect college sports is threatening lawsuits to member schools, the Big 12, and of course, I'm sure he opened up a lot of eyes when he got Ken Paxton to say, "Oh yeah, this is we're gonna bring it on, bring it."
Ken the Criminal Paxton, what?
Please, that's the man you want to have your back. And the AD in Oklahoma State, Oklahoma AD dunked on him with great legal facts. But what are we doing? Texas Tech, just say, Brendan, yeah, we got your back. As AJ said 2 weeks ago, you'll be a Raider for life. But it's in everyone's best interest that you not play this season for us. And we wish you the best of luck in the NFL. Go back up Pat Mahomes in Kansas City. What are we doing here, people? Oh, my goodness gracious. I just shake my head at all of it. I'm not surprised, though, because of where we are and the lust people have for football. What did West Virginia do in baseball today, Kennetra?
They're playing. I think they're playing now.
Okay.
Playing
So
Carolina.
go WVU, Big 12 baseball, Will.
All right.
So they're on the winners' side in the College World Series. So I wish them well. Kennetra, what are you going to say? I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say, but that's the thing about in the current situation that we're in. Every game on the ticker, so and so versus school A versus school B. Here's the over. Here's the under. Here's the line. Like it's very hypocritical.
Oh, no question. Hypocrisy's all over the place here. NCAA side, administrator's side, no doubt. But Brendan Sorsby admitted he placed bets.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yep.
Yes.
He said it. Indiana, Cincinnati, Texas Tech. He said it. So what are you doing here, Your Honor, who is a University of Houston law graduate, in case I didn't know, 50 years ago, but still. I just...
So the anxiety just manifested itself after 3 years.
Yeah. The timing of that is interesting. He checked himself in, as soon as he heard, hey, man, you're about to be investigated for what you did.
Yeah.
What? Oh, I got anxiety. Oh, no, I have an addiction. I need to go get help. Okay.
But
That's how it looks to us.
But he knew enough not to bet on his school while he was playing. Like once it's eligible, Cincinnati, he knew not to bet. Once he started playing in Indy, he knew not to bet on the games he was directly involved in. He was coherent enough.
Go figure.
But gambling had a hold of him otherwise.
Yeah.
He couldn't control it.
Yeah. Go figure. It's stunning how it all plays out. I hope it's resolved soon. Oh, and Kennetra, you're a Big 12 person, media person. What, in your opinion, should the Big 12 do? Brett Yormark, the president, etc. And then Will, you from the Big 10 Ivory Tower, add your thoughts as well.
He cannot bow down to one member school and sacrifice his character, integrity, leadership for the entire conference over. You can't fall on that the guns up. You can't fall on that.
Will?
I can't say it any better. I totally agree, 100%.
Y'all have a suggestion? What would you like the conference to do to Texas Tech?
Just make him ineligible. Just rule that he is in by law 3.6 or whatever states.
The rule's on the book. He violated the rule.
It's objective. It's this states he violated.
Yeah, I mean, the Oklahoma AG pointed out, I mean, he said, as Oklahoma State is in the state of Oklahoma, the legal reasons why the Big 12 would be correct if they decided to take action against Texas Tech. They need to do so. They should do so. And then Cody Campbell and Ken Paxton will wave their manhood around and counter sue and all those kind of things. But the conference needs to do something. They cannot let Texas Tech get away with this. It would be a bad look, set an awful precedent. So do something, take a stand, and let Texas Tech continue to twist in the wind as they, try to flex. All right, everybody.
And again, the commissioner also has to be mindful of it's not just football. If other schools are considering not playing Texas Tech in any sport, Keep that in mind too.
which the Big Ten is absolutely ready to do. The entire conference.
And that has to be thought of as well.
Yes.
You cannot have an entire conference say we're not playing any of your schools
Yes.
because of what you have not done against Texas Tech, one of your
Texas Tech
outlaws.
football. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't have it. I think they're supposed to meet with the presidents tomorrow and decide what actions to take, and maybe at some point this week they'll announce something, and we'll go from there. Will,
Sir.
wrap it up on this edition, episode 188 of Folks Talking Sports. I'm going to give you the screen solo, and you can share any other tidbits you want to share.
Alrighty. Again, thank you for the opportunity as always. Nothing more right now. But as you can, the Carl should be saying as my social media, you can find me on Twitter at Will Gibson7, on Instagram at Will Know Sports, as well as Facebook.
Kennetra.
No change. Mountaineers and Tar Heels are tied at 2 in the bottom of 6 or top of 7 now.
And the winner of that would advance to what? The winner will be 2-0, right?
Winner will be 2-0. Yep.
All right. So that probably would mean just one more win to get them to the championship series.
Championship series. No, let me see, because they just started, and this thing goes all the way to what, July 22nd if it goes to 3.
So the winner would have to go 4-0 probably. Something like that. It's baseball. That's all I know for college baseball.
Like softball, they play like almost back-to-back days. Here it's like every other, and they only play two games a day.
But good luck to West Virginia representing the Big 12 in a positive manner, unlike the folks in Lubbock. So that'll do it for this edition of Folks Talking Sports, episode 188. For my colleagues Kennetra Pulliams and Willy Gibson, I am Chris Gardner of the Houston Round Ball Review. Join us again next Sunday. We'll do it again, and we'll get ready for the NBA draft and who knows what else, sports-wise. And as always, thank you to the viewers, Queen Wanda Polk, Justin, NRG Texan, Mr. Big Texco, everyone watching on YouTube and Facebook and Twitch. Y'all know this, but if you're new to the show, this is for you. Since 1994, the Houston Round Ball Review. Local name, global perspective. Everyone, take care. Peace.